Hey y'all, Chris from Thunder here. Going to show you how to drain your chiller. There's going to be more than one way to do this. This is the way that I'm going to try it. This will also help you drain your tube as well. So it's going to be almost like a two-parter, but it won't be bad. So I've got my jugs. You can have like a bucket or whatever. If you want to keep the water, it's actually a good time to replace your water once you're done. So I'm going to start with the chiller. I've got it on, so I'm going to turn it off from the actual chiller itself. And then I've got the hoses on the back of the chiller. So the one on the left is the inlet. So that's the return from the machine to the chiller. So I'm going to take that off and I'm going to put it in the bucket and I'm going to fill my bucket back up with the water using the chiller. Take that, put it in the bucket, and then turn the chiller on. The chiller is going to run as it fills up the bucket. I'm going to turn it back off. Once it gets close to empty, it'll start beeping. Then I will tilt the chiller to get as much water out as possible. That way, when you go to use the drain plug, you shouldn't have a whole lot to come out. Won't take long. It's going to fill this gallon up in about 30 seconds or less. It should start beeping for a flow alarm, but I'm going to tilt it. It'll lower that water out. Let me go to my other gallon container. Just let it pump the rest of the way. And I can hear from the pump sound that it's basically done pumping. And we're going to start to get a flow alarm. There we go. That's when it's time to stop. And now we're done with the chiller. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the outlet line off of the chiller. Now, from a physics standpoint, the inlet line to the tube is lower than the outlet line. So untangle these. Take the inlet side, put that back in my gallon jug. Then raise the outlet line back up so it's a little higher. And if you watch your tube, you'll actually see a bubble process through the tube. And it's going to just gravity drain into the gallon jug. Another thing you may try, if you want to apply light pressure to the tube, I'm actually going to run my air pump into the silicone hose. So I'm going to use the green test button on the machine to actually turn the pump on about 15 seconds, and then I'll clamp the hose with my hand for the chiller to the air pump hose. And again, I want to go to the outlet side of the machine because it's higher up. So you can hear the pump runs. And then we can see in the jug that air is coming through. So we've blown some air through. So this is for the folks who don't have any other compressors. It's a way of getting it done. And then it'll shut off after a little bit. We've gotten as much as we can. Hope that helped. Once you're done, you can take the chiller out, take the drain cap off, dump it outside, that last little bit of water. And then when you go to refill the tube, we don't want to have thermal shocks. So let your water that you're going to use, or coolant, whatever, acclimate to the environment that the tube is also in before you fill up the chiller and get it running again. You don't want to put, say, 75-degree water into a tube that is just above freezing. Hope this helps. Let us know if you have any questions.